Welcome back to Sustainability Stories podcast. I'm your host, Radhika Arapalli. We are delighted to have Mr. Kamran Khan, CEO of Nia, joining us at the studio today.
And Blue Water has a fantastic job around sustainability, where they send Andrews, permanent hydration stations in the golf championship. Thousands of bottles are saved. And last year we partnered with the Desert Vipers in the cricket tournament. And I was very impressed that Desert Vipers was the only team who were taking the steel bottles, water to the players to hydrate them on the ground, not the plastic crate of the bottles. So it's very much clear optics. Okay, yes, people are really, what is this crate with the steel bottles? We always see the plastic bottles so far in all the sports events. So that creates awareness among other teams also maybe next year. Yeah. Right? Otherwise, they say, we are promoting plastic and they're promoting refillable bottles. And we had the Blue Water hydration stations in the dugouts. And every player is going and just filling the bottles. So it is an awareness.
Hello, welcome back to Sustainability Stories podcast. I'm your host, Radhika Arapalli. And joining me today is the CEO of Nia Limited, Mr. Kamran Khan. I'm very excited today, listeners, because we are doing a different episode today. It's not a typical interviewing hoteliers. We are interviewing someone who probably stays in hotel good part of the year and who experiences hotel from the other side. But for the reason why we have Mr. Kamran joining us today is to hear his experience into 30 years of corporate life and how, as a CEO, does he champion sustainability and well-being with his employees and with business, and his experience of driving the wellness and sustainability in hospitality. So I think with that said, let's welcome Mr. Khan. Thank you so much for joining us today. And along with me, I also have co-host today. I've never done this with a co-host, so it's a thriller episode where you get me. You also get Tiffany McGrath. Tiffany McGrath is our content writer, is our director for sustainable hospitality with Sustainability Kiosk. And we're really going to have fun today. Sit down and have a casual chat with Mr. CEO, Mr. Khan.
Thank you very much, Tiffany Radhika, for inviting me. It's a great honor, really, and the subject is so close to my heart. And yes, I'm ready for the two ladies to ask questions to me.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for coming. And thanks for having me on the show today,
Perfect,
Radhika.
Tiffany. All yours.
If we could start off, you've had a career spanning over 2 decades with Panasonic, culminating in many years of experience and now being the CEO of Nia. Could you walk us through your inspiration and pivotal moments that you've had that have guided you to the transition in leading Nia?
Yeah, I need to speak a lot about this. It's a very...
I mean, it's not easy to compress the 20 years into 20-minute podcast.
There's a lot of 2 decades of my career. And I had a very humble beginning in this part of the world, which is a land of opportunities for every young person who aspire to leave back home and come to this place to find their self-worth and to test the waters. And I was that young person long time back in early 90s when I came to Dubai. And I was lucky that I joined one of the biggest group at that time in the Gulf, Al-Futtaim group. And that was my launching pad of my career. And I stayed with Al-Futtaim group from 90 to 1995, changing a lot of positions. My last position was as a product planning executive, young, looking after Panasonic. It was a global company. I used to travel as a young person, and I was influenced very much with the Japanese way of doing business, the philosophy. And I feel blessed that I started with a company with such a strong business philosophy, which is not business specific, but it can change your life. It teaches you how to live life and what is life. And what is probably was that the company was so close to the customer centric. They were never boasted their technologies. So I moved from Al-Futtaim group again to Panasonic. At that time, Jebel Ali Phase 1 was really evolving as a major hub. And then they were invited to invest That company was Matsushita Electric Japan. And they were invited to invest in free zone. By that time, a lot of big companies were already there. So Panasonic came in 1995. They decided to have a joint venture in free zone with the Al-Futtaim group. And I was a part of core team that time from Al-Futtaim on a deputation for a few months to really set up that JV and start the operation in Jebel Ali. So when I look back at that age, I also feel very humble and blessed that I was a part of the core team, and finally we established a company named Panasonic Gulf to look after Panasonic interests in the entire Middle East, Levant, and Africa, Central Asia, Caucasus Asia. And then my career moved, and I stayed back in Panasonic Gulf in Jebel Ali Free Zone. And I had the chance to travel to Japan many times. Well, I was talking earlier during lunch that how it has a strong impact on me as a person. When I look back, the founder of Panasonic, Konsei Matsushita in Japan, when I read about him, his way of doing business, the way he's looking at nature, how he learned from nature, how he ran this such a big company, very impactful for me. And I still remember that every morning we used to speak the company creed and objectives, right? That was the culture of those days, so I still remember. And their basic management objective, I will test my memory if I remember today after 20 years, that it says that recognizing our responsibilities as industrialists, we devote ourselves to the progress and development of society and the well-being of people, thereby enhancing the quality of life throughout the world. I could remember, right? Yeah, so I could really...
That's a very different... I just want to pick on that because not often we get CEOs in the studio.
Yeah.
So I really want to understand a little bit more there, Mr. Khan. So as Panasonic, did they make you memorize this on a...
In Japanese, there's a culture. All Japanese companies, not Panasonic only. So every morning, it's not in a scrum. It is morning assemblies, like a school or college. You have the PTs and the prayers, right? But in that culture, every morning, every Sunday, in a lobby or in a big hall, it was very nerve-wracking thing to talk 7 principles, company creed, and basic management objective in front of all the people.
Right.
Then for a few minutes, you have to speak of your experience also. So it was every Sunday activity. And whenever my chance used to come, I used to feel shy and nervous because it was always very difficult. Though people were before you and you could read, but still, it was the first experience of public speaking sort of thing, right? So, but the objective was that it should be your DNA. It should embed in your day-to-day conducting your business as Panasonic representative. So you should not forget what is the facility which drive that business forward. So I feel so happy that till date,
You remember that.
Remember.
Yeah.
That means it has impacted my life. Otherwise, we forget a lot of things in our life.
Yeah.
But that repetition, not repetition, but practicing in true sense. Till date, I follow the same principle. It is not Panasonic specific. I think it is a universal way. It's a universal teaching that every company, every industrialist, they should think how through their business activities, they can enrich the lifestyle of people and communities they do business, they do trade. It is how to give back to societies and even how to bring the most innovative products that can give them a comfortable life, that can enrich their lifestyle. So this is the main objective of any manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
So I think that period in Panasonic Gulf, then in Panasonic marketing Middle East and Africa, I had the opportunity to travel across the globe, especially Africa. And that was also a very changing time for me to learn from going to Africa to different countries. It was a very learning experience for me.
And you feel you take that with you through how you now lead Nia and your day-to-day activities?
I see it is a conditioning of me, my personality, right? So in our childhood, we are conditioned with our teaching in the schools, college, parents, friends, circle. Once you become more mature, you go to a corporate environment, and then you learn a lot of things. So it's a sort of conditioning yourself. And once this conditioning is really done, you carry on in your personal and professional life. And I think that helped me a lot, till date.
Wonderful. And how has Nia grown? I mean, since you've been with Nia for 4 years now?
Yes. Nia is in Dubai for the last 40 years. And we just celebrated 40 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Legacy, right? And this company is owned by Mr. Mohammed Taqi Hashim Nia, a very wonderful human being who has established this company and who ran this company for 35, 40 years. So I joined Nia 3 years back as the chief marketing officer. And then it was COVID time. It was a tough time to really start something new. And then I was assigned as the CEO. And frankly speaking, I don't use the word CEO because I strongly believe the time has gone. We should leave with our titles on our badge. So I don't really matter much. What I see as a servant leader is a better appropriate word, that I've been assigned to serve the company and its people. And that's how I took this position as a servant leader in 2022. And as a servant leader, I've finished 2 years. And the company has transformed. And that was the mandate given to me, how to take this company forward. We have been doing good for the last many years. Primarily, we were supposed to be, we are just air conditioning company, the best air conditioning company, representing a global brand. Then we have some few living appliances brand. And when I joined, then the mandate was to me that how we really transform this company to this changing environment where there's a lot of disruption every day with technology, be it the process, a way of doing business. So it was a tough call. And but thanks to the confidence of the board, I just restructured the organization. Yeah. And when I say restructured, normally sometimes people come and dismantle, which I don't believe in. What I learned from Panasonic as well, this is my way of management also, deconstruct and create, right? You don't need to dismantle something and demolish something. It has own beauty and legacy, so you just deconstruct and recreate something which is more conducive to current challenges and the future ahead, right? From the same rubbles and bricks, you just recreate something more beautiful. And from that perspective, today, Nia has got 3 verticals, which we created now. The new vertical which we are talking today is wellness, sustainability. And I strongly believe that this is just not how to monetize. It's not a buzzword anymore. It is a necessity for all of us as the responsible global citizens. So then I came across the main person behind this company, Blue Water, in Sweden, Stockholm, Mr. Bangladesh, a wonderful human being who has such a strong mission and vision that attracted me a lot. And then I had the courage to speak to him that how we can join this wonderful journey, this noble cause, which is the need of the hour. So I think it was a beautiful thing happened. And though it was a part of the process to create vertical of sustainability and wellness, that you need to bring the required product that can match that vertical. So we brought Blue Water 2 years back. And we joined this mission of Bank Tree, close friend. And the work which he has done and his team has done across the world by creating that awareness against the single-use plastic, by introducing a lot of solution for house and the public places. And a wonderful team, and we are very much honored to represent that brand across the Middle East as their business partner. And within the last 2 years' time, I think we have done, my team has done a fantastic job in coordination with the Swedish team, because we did not see much in the UAE, a lot of initiatives from the corporate point of view. And I admire the His Highness Sheikh Hamdan initiative of Dubai Can. And that goes to the direction of how to minimize or eradicate single-use plastic. And this is what we are not talking today. So it is just not how to monetize, it is how to play your role to save this planet.
And as the sustainability landscape, I'm sure you can appreciate, is rapidly changing and evolving, how do you see the future of Nia, and certainly with the integration of the Blue Water product in your vision for the business?
I just said that we had 40 years. So I would like to see next 40 years, at least, that Nia is transformed and we set a very clear path for me and for my successors in the future to carry this legacy forward, which is not merely a box-moving company, but a solution-based company which is giving solutions for the communities in the area of wellness and sustainability. We just do not have only the water solution from the sustainability point of view. We are representing world's largest air conditioning brand, Gree. And we are the company, I remember in December last year, I think we were the first company to launch multi-VRF system driven by the PV, solar solutions, right? So energy is also very, very important from the sustainability point of view.
Very.
So we are giving solutions. So these three verticals are: one vertical, wellness and sustainability, air, water, energy and safety. Second vertical is the living appliances. We got the world-class brands of appliances, right? Which already very much focused on the efficiency, energy conservation, so that is the living appliances vertical. And the major contributor to the revenue generation is the HVAC solutions, air conditioning, whether it is room, our home solutions, or the real estate. In this vibrant real estate economy, which UAE is witnessed as the last few years' time, and now it still is very much robust the way things are developed. I can say that in the last 2 years' time, we are a major player in terms of giving solutions for all the new developments, giving the best solutions to air conditioning, which is energy efficient. So I think when I use the word architecture, so that now for any house, if you have very strong architecture and the pillars and the foundation, then I think you have a very clear roadmap, a path, which not me, but the team, who have grasped that vision which we have set, right? And I'm a strong believer in the team. And as a leader, you can just share a very clear vision and make sure that they understand and they own it. And accordingly, they just move forward to that path every single day, having very small wins, but with a great passion, right? Because by doing this, it is just not a very business architecture. I strongly feel that as leadership, you got to inspire people. You have to give them hope. So when they are part of this mission, and when they look back after 5-10 years, when company reach to somewhere, they cherish as a beautiful memory and the contribution to this success. So I strongly believe that the passion should inspire your people, while your core values keeps you united as an organization. So this is how I conduct business here.
Sorry for that. I was just going to say, I know I've had lunch with you before coming here, and one word which stuck with me through the conversation, which you mentioned a couple of times, is the word passion.
Yeah.
And I think I see it in you, how passionately you talk about your kids, your activities, the author you like. Robin Sharma, we've spoken so much about you. In this studio, you have lots of fan club here.
Yeah.
So, I've heard passionate terms from you, and I've seen your team. I mean, we got connected because of Blue Water. Obviously, we're all about sustainable solutions, and we are thrilled to say that Blue Water and Nia, Mr. Khan, is sponsoring our Responsible Hoteliers Summit, happening on the 3rd of October at Anantara the Palm here in Dubai. And it's wonderful to see that, how you're able to put your passion towards projects that you believe in. And we started our journey only based on passion. And how can we get passion to reward?
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful to see that we're coming together for a common mission. And the other word you mentioned is also responsibility, which is again in Panasonic's vision, right? So I'm really thrilled we're meeting both of these together on the 3rd, and we'll see more of you there.
I'm looking forward to that. Very important, because it is not a sponsorship per se that
Yes.
we are sponsoring something.
We are partners.
We are partners, and we are contributing, because the hospitality also a key contributor. And it is very important that we should be responsible. How we have to find more sustainable practices to reduce that impact on the environment, right? So it is not only the hospitality. We are moving towards around sports also. Today, sustainability around sports is very, very important. Wherever you go to a sport event or any venue, big events, you see thousands of plastic bottles are served. And you can imagine all these plastic bottles going to the landfills and the ocean. I don't know how much, when we eat fish, how much plastic we are eating. And recently, Blue Water published the press release that there was a paper from this São Paulo, Brazil school, medical school. They found a sample of 15 people. Out of 15, 8 people got microplastic to their brain. So the way plastic is really harming us, and I think it's a very alarming stage. And we all have to really wake up. It's a wake-up call. We are living life, but we have to see our future, our children. Today, somebody like fish today. I don't know how much plastic they're eating. And as per the report, we are eating a microplastic equal to your credit card, which is 5 grams every week. And we are not aware. Not many people are aware of it. So if we just keep on using single-use plastic, that takes hundreds of years to get rid of it. But it is a matter of your lifestyle, right? We can have awareness as a community, fine. But as individuals, if I take a pledge that I will not take any single-use plastic in my lifestyle, I can have a refillable bottle. And Blue Water has done a fantastic job around sustainability, whether it's St. Andrews, permanent hydration stations, in the golf championship, thousands of bottles are saved. And last year we partnered with the Desert Vipers in the cricket tournament. And I was very impressed that Desert Vipers was the only team who were taking the steel bottles, water to the players to rehydrate them on the ground, and not the plastic crate of the bottles. So it's very much clear optics. Okay, yes, people are really, what is this crate with the steel bottles? We always see the plastic bottles so far in all the sports events. So that create awareness among other teams also maybe next year.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, they say, we are promoting plastic and they're promoting refillable bottles. And we had the Blue Water hydration stations in the dugouts. And every player is going and just filling the bottles. So it is an awareness. Now, I'm sure if we keep going and we cover sustainability around every single activity, so maybe there are small wins, but it doesn't matter. If we are persistent and our efforts are very much clear, then I'm sure this will make a huge impact. And I'm very happy that we are partnered with the Responsible Hoteliers coming on 3rd October. So I'm really looking forward that we interact with the people, the stakeholders, and we can really see how we can really bring a change in the hospitality sector as well.
Correct. And I think, like you rightly said in the beginning, Dubai has done so much.
Yes.
With here. The awareness is there, but still, there's so many places which it's challenging to have solutions there. And I think that's where I witnessed. We worked in a recent hotel where the staff canteen, staff canteen was one area which was overlooked because it was kind of like, oh, there is the hydration. It's just too far away. But with what you're able to provide, the multiple solutions with the stack of technology and innovation you have, we could just fit one perfectly into the little space we had there. And giving away all of these, the steel bottles, chessmen, staff are now. And it's so easy to carry. This little hook makes all the difference because staff can actually clip it on and actually come and now fill it. So I think because the stack you have, it just allows for a lot of flexibility. That really helps also.
You're right, Radhika. It's a lifestyle. If you get out from the house, if you know that I have to carry this bottle with me and I have to refill wherever I can refill, it can make a lot of change. Like we have some very good stories to tell that in the Millennium Hotel, we just put our hydration station. They say 15,000 bottles in a month.
In a month?
And it's a huge impact, right? If other hotels really see the difference, and you can see in the real time how many bottles you are really saving. So you feel very much relieved, I'm doing something little to the environment, sustainability, right? So you can imagine the UAE has got almost 455 star hotels, furnished apartments. So if environment really accept this solution at a different scale, different level, then we can make a big change to our society. And Blue Water has solutions for everything. It is just not selling standalone machines, right?
And your sporting hydration stations are an amazing concept because, once again, a lot of people don't realise that you can actually have these facilities outside, and that's often one of the perceived limitations of filtered water. So to be able to have them set up, ready to go, large-scale sporting events or even outside.
Yeah.
All the time, guests can go around and refill. So, no, it's fantastic.
I think we are the only company, and this is the only partnership with Blue Water and Nia, that provides the water end-to-end solutions, right?
Say that again?
Water solutions, the pure water solutions.
Right.
To eliminate single-use plastic. Of course, we do have now 3 standalone machines. And very soon will be... Now, for example, if you go to the big cafes today, because water also a very important ingredient to have the best taste of coffee.
Yes.
It has been researched and it has been found. So today, if you go to Pete's Coffee, you can find the taste of the coffee because it's all blue water.
All right, okay.
So our business strategy is to HoReCa segment, hotel, restaurant, cafe, right? We have a solution for the hotels, whether we have the hydration station there, or even we can provide the micro bottling plant at their basement, a long machine, so they don't have to buy plastic bottles every day from the supplier. They can create water at their doorstep. So our mission is that we are giving you a chance, an opportunity, or will help you to create your own water at your home, as good as the best water in the world. So you have the liberty to create your own water, and simply it's not just the water. You can have the water with the right ingredients, calcium, magnesium, 2:1 ratio.
Oh, so you can customize it.
Customize it, right? And in next few weeks or months' time, you will be more amazed to see what we are going to launch from Blue Water. Cafe stations, kitchen stations, where you can prepare your own flavored water.
Depending on the dish.
Different fruits.
Wow, fantastic.
Different ingredients you can select, and you can create that beverage. So I'm looking, we would be a beverage company, right? While we are giving the best quality water, very clean, pure water, at the same time, because I'm also anticipating in future that if you go to a hotel or restaurant, today we get a menu card for the food, tomorrow you'll be getting menu card for the water. what kind of water are you looking for before going to the gym, after the workout, going to sleep, what kind of magnesium, calcium combination you need to have. So all this, you are having the best water at your home. And I'm thankful to Bangalore once again and his team, and the chief doctor, chief scientist, Dr. Ahmed Fauzi. And they have done so much wonderful job. And that's the reason we are so much different. When we see the industry, per se, it is just not selling standalone machines, but we are giving complete solution, which is driven by a very clear purpose and mission, right? So people should be more comfortable, and it is just not simply RO machine on your kitchen countertop. It is giving you all kind of solutions. You have the liberty and freedom to have a solution which is appropriate for your home or for your hotels or your cafe and the restaurants.
And so this is where you see wellness coming into the importance of wellness in this area.
Very true. And I think water is a key ingredient to
in everything.
Everything, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, water is the core element of your metabolic activity, right? And it's amazing that you're pioneering definitely in this space.
Yeah, I think we are the company in the partnership Blue Water will lead. And I don't use the word all the time business, how to monetize, but it's a mission. And when it's a mission, it's a clear purpose-driven vertical. But then it's business as well. When people are changing their lifestyle habits and they're more aware, okay, I need to have this water solution in my house. I pledge not to use any single-use plastic for me or my family, right? So once these solutions are more competitive, affordable, then I'm sure this can make a huge impact in the environment, in the society. And I can really see, not only in Dubai, but across GCC, UAE and UAE, we have made tremendous progress with the Blue Water team in Sweden to give solutions to various needs. And once you see more new things coming in next few months' time, I'm sure you'll be amazed and surprised that this whole wellness vertical, it is so large that it is providing all the solutions to the people.
Correct. And I can see you're excited
I was
clearly
about to
with
say,
what's coming
I'm
next.
very excited.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
think I'll
passionate.
be one of the first to sign up. No, fantastic. So if you were starting out again, what pearls of wisdom would you offer someone starting out in the game today, from business perspective, how you run your teams, how you get your products out?
We discussed it. We touched a bit. We had 247 people in organization, and they
Is
are
that remote teams or based in
all here,
all in UAE?
right? Managing all three verticals, right? And I changed few things. This is about leadership once again. We do not have any human resource department in the company, right? You're surprised.
Very strange. I'm going to pick you on that. How can you run a 240-member team, 240 plus, right?
Yeah.
And not have a human resource department?
Yes. We have a department, but we don't call it human resource department, because I'm a strong believer that we as human beings are not resources. We don't call employees or staff, they're colleagues. So this is a part of culture, right? When we say that you are not a resource for me, you are a human being, you have a soul, you have a spirit, you are just contributing to this company's success. You are your partner in this company, right? Of course, you come as an employment, you get salary, you get package, but at the end of the day, you are a part of family. So I changed the word as human resource manager or human resource department, because plus in my organigram chart, if you go to other organizations, you will see a boss ask to HR manager, how many headcounts we have? We do not have any footnote, how many headcounts. I don't want to count heads of my people or my colleagues. There is no head count. So these are few small things that make a lot of a big impact. and then they feel very much inclusive. I believe to run a company with utmost transparency, inclusiveness, not only the company, but my stakeholders outside my customer. I strongly believe in outside-in approach, not inside-out approach. My way or highway, take it or leave it. But when you are outside-in approach, then you are listening.
You know, it's clearly evident. We were speaking to some of your team earlier, actually, today, and one of the gentlemen working with you said that his father had actually worked for your company for 20 years, and now he works for the company. He's been there for 5 years, and he doesn't feel that it's a company. It's more like a family. You know, you do things together. You all participate in important events together. So this is the fact that his father worked there, and now he does too.
I feel good.
Testament to this, you know, and it was anecdotally like you.
I feel good.
You weren't privy to that conversation, so yes, I think that's
this is
very
how
much
the company
congratulations
I intend to build with all my people, because I was telling that when there's a famous book for Robbie Sharma, Lead Without Titles. So if you remove titles from the organizations and everybody is performing as per the capacity and capability and the responsibility, that should be enough. Should be hierarchical system. So I personally, a disruptor. I hate status quos. I need to always deconstruct and recreate things again and again. And Nia is on the right path. I'm pretty confident. And the day I came, the first my talk with my people is that we are a good company, right? So my line and my message that we want to make this company good to great and last forever. It is just not a rhetoric for me. I strongly believe in it. And I'm a great fan of Jim Collins' books. Good to great, greatness by choice. So I'm a fan of that person who gave the concept of the hedgehog concept. You know, hedgehog creature, right? With a lot of spikes on his back, 5,000 spikes, very small creature, and there's a fox. So it was based on the very Greek that he said that the fox knows many things, but the hedgehog knows one big thing. Right, and it's a complete process. 3 circle intersects. One is the how much passionate you are about, and how good you are at it in the word, and how your economic and the resource engine works. Right, so I'm a firm believer that if you want to make your company good to great, you should take good decisions consistently. Right. And you should have a very firm belief. Don't do so many things like a fox, but as a hedgehog concept, you just be firm. And I also promote, and another author I like him, the David Ulrich, a very famous book, Why of Work. That why do we work? So I'm also a strong believer, which I strongly believe to help people to find meaning in their life. Right? As leaders, it is our responsibility to find meaning in life at work. You spend 8-9 hours in your office. You have to help your people to find meaning and purpose in their life. And I have experience, and I strongly believe that an organization where people find meaning at work are the organization of abundance. They're the happy organizations. And when this happens, when the colleagues find meaning at work, then the stakeholders get value. Then the organization giving hope to society. Right? So I hope I'm not sounding very philosophical here.
No, I was going to say this is perfect.
Right? But this is what organizations run, right? For the people, for the society you're working for. Right? And if we keep helping everybody to find meaning in life, I strongly believe that humans are meaning-making machines. We have experience in our life. We keep on finding meaning in our life. Why are we here? What is meaning in life? And if you find meaning really at work, then those companies are companies of abundance, because they have so much to share outside in the society as well. So my dream is to make this company a company with greatness, where every single colleague feel happy every morning coming, right? And when the company is a happy company, people rush to work. I have this much to do at 9 a.m. in the morning, I have to achieve. And a company which is not happy place to work, you can see the body language of people when they come to office, they go to their desk. They just want to spend 8 hours, 9 hours, just go home. So I want to create a culture of my organization, then people rush to the work every morning. How can I contribute to my organizations, right? And we should take care of that. And with this approach, I have no doubt that Nia as a company would be the greatest company, the top company, not only in Dubai, but in the region. And I have no doubt about it. And as far as the sustainability is concerned, the wellness and the well-being, it is, again, I would say it's not just business for us. We mean it. And as a responsible resident of this country, it is our responsibility to align with SDGs and the initiative from the leadership, because they have done so much for everyone. So as a corporate, it is also our responsibility to give it back. And we align with the initiatives and the missions. And in this perspective, we are the company who is sponsored Taqdeer Award. Taqdeer Award is from His Highness the Crown Prince and the Ministry of Human Resources. That I don't want to use the word blue collar in my organization, or white collar, I hate, but yes, that award is meant to really look after the welfare of the people who are normally ignored, right? Those who are working so hard for the country. So that award is from the Ministry of Labour, that how to really look after the interests of those people who are working so hard for them, their healthcare, their salary, their perks, their wellness, well-being. So we thought it's a very good initiative by His Highness the Crown Prince office. So we were the platinum and the diamond sponsor. So we feel that now we are also giving back. And once again, on this sustainability and wellness, we are very much clear about it. How we have started 2 years back, where do we stand today, where do we need to reach 6 months or a year later or 5 years from now. We have a very clear roadmap. And I'm sure we'll surprise everyone that if at all somebody is talking wellness or sustainability or water, the first choice is the blue water. The first preference is the blue water, because it is driven by a purpose and a very clear mission. It is just not any product which sells at a price. So that value behind this product is so key.
Yeah. One question, when Tiffany asked if someone was starting over, and as you mentioned, the vision, out of the context, I just have one question for you. How much do you believe in luck versus hard work?
I personally feel that there is nothing like luck, right? And it is, again, I would just like to quote, if I remember correctly, there's a famous book, The Last Place on Earth, by, I think, Huntford. In early 20th century, 1911, when the Scott and the Amundsen from Norway, they went to go to the South Pole explorer. The British Scott died, he could not come back, but the Amundsen came alive from South Pole. So the essence of this is that when we are prepared, and we are successful, people call it luck, right? But defeat is certain for those people who do not take necessary preparations, and we call it bad luck, right? So if somebody is defeated or lost, it is not a bad luck. He was not prepared. He did not take the necessary precautions and the preparation to achieve something. If Emerson went, it was not a luck for him. He was well prepared. He knew the weather conditions. He knew the supplies he has to carry. He knew what carriers he has to carry with him, how many people he has to carry, what is the right routing, how he navigate to South Pole. So he was prepared, right? So he won. He came alive. So again, answer to your question, it is, I really don't believe much in luck. It is sheer hard work, dedication, your passion, and the preparedness. And otherwise, if you think, oh, is it luck or a bad luck, I think it pulls you back, right? But if you prepare something for something and you achieve that objective through sheer preparation, then it gives you more confidence. I worked hard. I had a clear roadmap, clear vision. Now I'm here, I'm successful. So it is not simply a good luck. No, I worked hard for this and I got it. Right. So I think luck is not very important for me.
Right. You answered a very important question because we were discussing that this morning.
Yeah.
And I just thought, what better chance do I have? I have a CEO who's got an illustrious career in front of me. And you answered partly. I still have doubts.
Yeah. Okay.
But you answered partly some of
yeah.
my question in terms of how is it. Thank you so much, Kamran. It's been wonderful having you in the studio. And I think it's a great leadership podcast. I've not had much of leadership podcast. I mean, my Hamza, who is the production manager, would tell you it's wonderful having and getting the nuggets, especially, sustainability and wellness is a growing segment.
Yeah.
And for new entrants coming in, even for matured players coming in, it's so important to be rooted to the cause. And it's so wonderful to hear how you're rooted to what the nation wants, what the UN sustainability goals are, and what does it mean giving back to the communities.
Thank you so much, Radhika.
And Tiffany, thank you. Yes.
For had a wonderful lunch, first of all.
Well, thank you.
And this wonderful podcast. And I look forward definitely to really partner, very, very responsible, so we can give our contribution. We can share this journey together because nobody can do alone. This entire ecosystem, everyone has responsibilities. So collectively, if we really pursue this journey, this mission, we can make a lot of difference to this planet, I'm sure. Once again, thanks a lot for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And before we close, I'm going to say, I know Mr. Kamran mentioned about 5-6 books. I've been making notes of the books. And in the notes below, in the comment section, I shall include more notes in terms of each of the books and the references he's made.
We forgot to talk about Rumi.
Yes. And,
Next
the
time,
hedgehog. I've never heard the hedgehog and the
concept.
fox. So, these are all new concepts to me either. I believe I'm a reader, but there's still vast resources out there that we don't know. So kindly, I'll go back and listen in. If I don't know, I'll come and ask you for the links.
Please.
That would
No
really
issue.
help.
Most welcome anytime. Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much.